Hey everyone, Jordan here for Box Angle Bands. Today's leadership food for thought for 2/27/14. This: when I give a minister an order, I leave it to him to find the means to carry it out. That's Napoleon Bonaparte. The reason why I really like this one is because it truly speaks to delegation. I know when I first started out, I wanted to control everything. I wanted to make sure, I had my idea of what the best way to do things was, and so therefore I had to do everything. When it came to being a visual caption ed, I had to make sure I was running every single part of the technique breakdown sessions that we did. It left very little time, it left very little time for my techs to take on responsibility, to feel empowered, to be able to truly, come up with their own ways to solve solutions. And delegation can be a huge lifesaver for band directors, especially, I think I see a lot of tendency for band directors to have that same approach, that same I have my idea of what the best way is, and therefore I'm always the one that has to do it. When if you go through some good training and some team development, you can give those directions to students or staff, and they can take care of it for you. And they might even surprise you with some of the solutions they come up with. Because in the end, if you want the task to get done, it really should be about how they go about doing it. If you've taken the time to really develop the culture and you've spoken to what your vision and your values are for the organization, and made sure you've brought up leadership or staff within that culture, then they're probably going to make decisions or go about solving those problems, taking care of that tasks within the framework you've set about anyway. When it comes to delegation, that's going to free you up to do other things in the organization that really do need to be done by you. I think it was maybe Teddy Roosevelt. He had this kind of cool diagram that he did, and it was importance versus urgent. Importance, well, speaking to how important it is, and urgent was when it needed to be get done, and he kind of plotted, where the tasks were versus the other, kind of a graph or a chart. And if something wasn't important and wasn't urgent, maybe it didn't need to get done at all. The other thing you can do is when you're going after a big task or a project, you can figure out all the necessary steps to accomplish it, figure out what needs to actually be done by you, and what you can delegate to other people. Being able to take that delegated item and push it as low, or if we're thinking about the inverted pyramid or triangle, as high in the organization as possible, really creates a sense of empowerment. It gives students the ability to accomplish tasks, to feel like they're a part of the organization. The same with staff. That ability to know that they truly have contributed, that they've fulfilled some sort of purpose, that they are clearly taking action towards whatever the end goal or result that you're wanting the group to accomplish. And the same thing in business, of course. It's one thing to say that some action item is extremely important. It's another thing to be able to show employees or partners that you trust them enough to take care of said responsibility, especially if it doesn't necessarily need to be done by you. You're only going to have a limited amount of view time, a limited amount of energy and effort you can put in through a business day without getting overtaxed, overstressed, overburdened, and creating a very imbalanced life between, work, family, friends, and whatnot. So if you can find ways to engage employees or partners, staff or students in these other tasks, you create a sense of empowerment, and you give them an opportunity to truly contribute to the program or business. So that's it for 22714. Check us out, facebook.com/boxanglebands. For the YouTube channel, go ahead and like, subscribe. That would be a big, huge help. Feel free to leave comments, and hopefully we can continue this conversation further. Have a great day.